Welcome to Excellence in Excel, and in this part, this is part 2 of the video series, we're going to continue as where we left in the first part. So I already created our list here based on this. It's very basic, you see, it's nothing fancy. Now I will start to give it some color and design just to make it look a bit more appealing. Yeah, like this, that's fine, and I will just leave it for now. Alright, so what we want to do now is we want to get based on our drop down, we have our drop down. Now we want to have what we call our values based on that. So for example, we can put in here our sales. Yes, and then we do the VLOOKUP function on here. Say VLOOKUP, and then what is the VLOOKUP value? In this case, it will be always this dynamic value here, comma, and then this is our table array. Yes, so where can we find this dynamic value? Well, very simple, we can find this dynamic value in this entire table here, comma. So in which column of that table that we selected was it? Well, when we selected A and B column, well, we only selected these two columns here. In this case, this table has only two columns, and then this column here is all the fruit names is number 1, column number 2 is this one here. So what's important is with the VLOOKUP, you only can work if the value that you compare is on the first column of the table, else it won't work. If you want to do then something like that, then there's another function for that, but I will explain it in another time. Right now we just focus on what we're doing here. The other one is not the scope of this video. So alright, so we have this, and then we almost forgot here. Okay, what is the number? In this case it was number 1. As I mentioned earlier, enter. You can see right now, let's see if we have everything. Well, something went wrong. Because the VLOOKUP, oh, you can see what's the, you can see right away I'm making a mistake here because I was talking too much. So let's go back here. So here's column number 1, but what we want to extract is of course column number 2. So we need to put in column number 2 to the extraction. That's why it was showing apples, because it didn't understand exactly what it wants. So we say done, and range lookup, ignore that one, not necessary for now. So kiwis should be 10, am I correct? Right now, if I look at it, I don't see kiwi on 10. Let's see what's going on here. But as you can see, once you start to select, it moves correctly. However, kiwi is 10. Well, let's see what's with kiwi. Are we missing something here? Let's double check one more time our formula. So we have our formula and we have our things here. So I'm going to select one more time. I'll just remove this table array and then we just do it one more time to see what's going on here. So this is all correct. And then you have the column index number 1. For number 2, logical range lookup in this case, no. Aha. So let me explain what happened. I ignored the range lookup, and that's what happens then as well. You have to put, normally in default it is false. However, in this case it was being as a range lookup. It didn't know exactly what to search for. And that's the reason why it was not working properly. Alright, so now we solve this case, and then we have this as well. So we have this. You can see we can do a lot of things with this, and of course because of this, now we could be even able to do a lot more besides that. Because now imagine we could, for example, break down the sales, so we could even, for example, show all the sales values in here based on kiwis. So it's like an if statement, if kiwis, then show all these kiwi sales here, and if it's apple, show all the apple sales in here. So this is really how you can work with it, and it's very easy to do. So in the next video we'll start to display all these apple sales and kiwi sales here. We will make like a list of multiple apples and whatever it is, and then it will automatically start to display values here.